listeners, welcome once again to another edition of our literary program, which you very well know. We call it as In Conversation with Young Minds. That's right. This program, where we converse with young scholars, young writers, young authors, young poets. This is a program that we have been bringing for you time and time again, wherein we scout for these talented writers and authors from various colleges, and we bring them before you so that we give them a platform to interact with us and also to showcase their talent. Because they say young minds are full of ideas, full of ambition, full of imagination, which they often, besides their academic skills and readings and scholarships, they also actually pen those thoughts and those ideas that they have in their mind, bubbling in fact, and they turn them into beautiful writings, beautiful poems. So today we have gone a little far, almost to the border of our state of Meghalaya, almost touching the capital of Assam, and we have brought in students from the institute called the University of Science, Technology and Management, USTM in short. Well, you know that this university has science, it has technology, it has management courses, it has arts also as its subjects. So 3 such students are here with us today to interact and to tell us what they have been doing besides their academic excellence and what have brought them or taken them into the world of writing. I am being joined to my immediate left by Mantasha Jahangir. I'm also being joined by Sultana Begum, and to my extreme left is Juman Pratim Sharma. They are all students of USTM, and yes, they're pursuing different academic courses. So I hope you will be there on the other side to enjoy this conversation with us. So hi there, my dear students. A very warm welcome actually to Doordarshan Shillong. So tell us, introduce yourselves a little bit more. Mantasha, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
As you said, I'm Mantasha Jahangir, and I have come from the Department of BA in Administration and Governance, that is BAG, which is an integrated course for civil services. And as I'm here because of my writing, so how did I got into this writing path is like, it was the time of lockdown, and I started to explore series, and that fascinated me very much.
Okay, so that's how writing began. We will come to you very soon once again. Let us hear from Sultana. Introduce yourself a little bit more for us.
My name is Sultana Begum Ali, and I'm from University of Science and Technology Meghalaya, and I'm pursuing right now Masters of Commerce, and I belong from a beautiful city that is Shillong. So coming to the writings mean more to me after my brother's death. So my brother's death was on the year 2023. After that, the writing mean more to me. So I'll be speaking more about it.
I'm sure. You know, because we always need a starting point for anything to begin. So that was your beginning.
Yes.
All right, and let's come to Juman.
My name is Juman Pratim Sharma. I'm from the University of Science and Technology Meghalaya. Currently pursuing my bachelor's in political science. I'm currently in 3rd sem, and writing is something which has been instilled in me since the very beginning. From the childhood, I have been fascinated towards books, stories, poems, even movies and series, and almost all kinds of media. So whenever I get the chance in my free time to indulge in those activities, I always prefer to explore deeper into certain aspects of those forms of media, and hence this brought into my writing. I usually write short stories, mostly poems, and I someday aspire to be a movie director or something like that.
How wonderful, how wonderful. Coming from a political science background, I'm sure you will be making some political movies, talking about the system that needs to be changed perhaps. Okay, all 3 of you are not from the literature background, really, right? Yet you all are fascinated into this world of writing, world of expression, world of creativity. So, Mantasha, Tell us, because you said that you're aspiring for a civil services course. Someday you aspire to become one, right? Yet you have gone into writing. So what is it that actually draws you to it? Because you've also written a book, as I can see right in front of us.
Yes, ma'am. So as I have started my introduction with, it was lockdown 2020 starting. So I started watching a series which was known as Stranger Things.
Okay.
And so I was very drawn to it. It fascinated me too much. And then gave a thought. From class 3 onwards, I used to write short poems.
Okay.
I was into writing, but then later on, when I saw the series, I started watching the series with my entire family. I thought of writing a movie script. So gradually, when I was writing this movie script, unknowingly, out of nowhere, I don't know from where, this book came out.
Okay.
And my mom, she inspired me a lot. She encouraged me to write and publish it. Because she is, on the other hand, she is an Assamese novelist.
Okay.
She has one autobiography and many more biographies.
What is her name?
Her name is Runa Leila.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Alright.
she's...
So it
Yeah.
somehow flows, I think, in your genes, right? I mean,
yes.
And it is so important, isn't it, Sultana, that you also said that it was your brother's demise that you
Yes.
brought. So we need a trigger, we need a starting point,
Yes.
right? Tell us a little bit about that, and henceforth, how did you push it ahead?
So basically, after my brother's death, I was into a position where I couldn't put my sorrows, I couldn't cry out loud, where I found like writing became my thing at that point. Before that, I started with reading. So there's a famous author book which is 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khalid Hussein. So I read his book, and that book inspired me so much that I could realize like emotions, all the love, all the care, all the wounds could be done by writing, putting all the thoughts in a paper. And then my brother's demise happened, and I couldn't just put my sorrows in anything, so I took it out in pen and paper.
Penned it down. Yeah, that's what I have been hearing most of the people, most of youngsters like you telling me such similar words, like it is the writing is the words that listens, right? You have somebody there who's listening to you. Hasn't that been a story for you too, Juman? That there is somebody in that paper that is actually listening without judging you.
My reading journey started in my childhood when I watched the movie Harry Potter. So from there I went on to the novels.
Okay.
After reading the novels, I felt like it was something relatable to me. Each and every word which was written so beautifully by J.K. Rowling, it instilled in me a passion for this reading thing. And from there on, I have been reading various novels from Indian authors like Chetan Bhagat, Amish Tripathi, etc. So like from there I went on to read a book named Khalid Hosseini's 1,000 Splendid Suns, as she said, and Kite Runner from the same author.
Right.
So from there on I started my writing career also. Like I started writing poems. At a young age I was not that much fascinated by poems, but later on in one point of my life I started reading the poems, mostly Urdu shares by Faiz, Ahmad Faiz, and Manto. Then from there on I started writing Hindi poems basically, and I also got into like writing some English poems, though I have mostly written Hindi poems.
Hindi, so you essentially write in Hindi, right? Okay. Now you know what Juman has said, that reading has actually honed his skill a little bit better because he's got inspiration, etc. What about the two of you, the two girls? Like how much of reading have you all been doing, and do you think that really helps into honing the talent of writing a little bit more, polishes it up and gives you ideas also?
Yes, it does. I have started reading a book written by Agatha Christie. My favorite genre is crime story.
Okay.
So I have read her Murder on the Orient Express, Hercule Poirot stories. So detective and crime stories, those are very wonderful. I have adopted her writing skills. Like it has encouraged me a lot to write like her, but not exactly like her.
Yes.
Definitely, I'll give my efforts to it. The way she starts off with a thought, ends up the whole story with a thought. And that first thought, it makes us understand the whole essence, the whole meaning of the story, and how it attracts the readers to read more and also try writing more.
Yeah, so that's your style of writing,
Yes.
right? What about you, Sultana?
Most of the time it becomes difficult to keep consistent with reading. But as Juman has mentioned, like on this leisure time, doing other things, rather than doing other things, I indulge myself in reading. So that's how I indulge myself and how this fascinates me to write.
Yeah.
And it also gives me more beautiful meanings and also to know what are the emotions. That's how I pour up in the pen.
Yeah, so it helps you to understand better by understanding others. You're also self-understanding,
Yes.
right? And that is such an important, line that you've said. Instead of indulging in other things, you are actually reading. Because these days, the youth of today are indulging in certain other activities, mobile, the tablet, etc., right? More
Yes.
than doing the reading. Okay, we will continue doing a little bit more chit-chat. But what is it that you all are going to present before us right now as your, first writing? Let's start with you, Juman. What have you brought for us to read?
And today I have brought some poems which are written by me.
Okay.
Two of them are in Hindi and one of them is in English.
Okay, let's hear one of
So,
your Hindi
okay.
poem.
So the title of the poem is Sawal Jawab. That is, Sawal means questions,
Right.
Jawab answers.
Yeah.
So it basically deals with the questions and answers which seem to bother us throughout various parts of our life, and we often find ourselves confused in those questions, that we are not able to move ahead from that and actually go to find the answers.
Okay.
So it's all about that. It goes like, कल में क्या रखा है, कल तो कल था, आज तो आज है, जिंदगी एक पहेली है, सवालों में क्या रखा है, जवाब क्या है ये बस एक राज है, जी ले तू सवालों में ओ मुसाफिर, क्या पाएगा तू जवाबों में सुकून, जिसकी उम्मीद तू है पाल रहा जन्मों से, क्या कर पाएगा हासिल उसे रह के मुंतजिर, ए दिल यादों के बोझ में तू क्यों जीता है, आज भी पुराने लम्हों की याद में रोता है, हम सभी है पल दो पल के मेहमान यहाँ पे, कल का कोई ठिकाना नहीं है, कल में क्या रखा है, कल तो कल था, आज तो आज है.
Beautiful, really. I think if you can put some tunes in it, it can become a beautiful song, meaningful song too. Thank you for reading out for us. Let's hear from you, Sultana.
Yes, ma'am. So this I dedicate to my brother. So it goes by Whispers of the Hearts. 1 year have passed, but it feels like today. The pain in my chest never fades away. A brother, a friend, a light in the dark, gone too soon, yet still leaves a mark. The days feel long and nights even longer, but through this sorrow, I've learned to be stronger. Your laughter still echoes, your smile still remains in the corners of memories despite all the pain. I cry, I remember, I laugh, I weep. Holding your love in the silence I keep. Though you are gone, you are never apart, forever alive in the beats of my heart.
How wonderful. So truly a tribute to your brother, right? Okay. I'm sure he is smiling, as he watches down over you. And what do you have for us, Mantasha? You have published a book. Tell us about this book. What is this book all about? And the title I could see.
Yeah.
What is it?
So, ma'am, this is named A World Below the Roundabout. There's more here than meets the eye. So, I am thinking to publish a trilogy of this.
Okay, trilogy.
Yeah,
Okay.
second part I'm working on it is A World Below the Roundabout.
Maybe you can turn it and show it for all our...
this one.
Yeah. A world below
The Roundabout.
The roundabout, yeah.
There's more here than meets the eye.
Okay.
So the second edition will be A World Below the Roundabout, Something Unnoticed. And third will be A World Below the Roundabout, A Treasure Hunt.
Okay.
So this book, I'll just read the first page, that is the poem, which states not the whole story, but half of it, because the last chapter, the truth, the untold truth, that turns the whole story upside down.
Okay.
So there is a plot twist. A world below the roundabout. A human boy is unaware of his powers. He is brave and not among the cowards. He wonders what magic that smoky friend showers. Although his pall is dark, but he loves brightness. Their team together is made for fighting the dullness. A tricky fight asks for sacrifice, and at the end of the sacrifice changes his life. Is this story a dream? He doubts, and it's all about a world below the roundabout.
Wonderful, how wonderful. I don't know how, I really get fascinated. The more I speak to youngsters like you, I get fascinated myself that y'all are so mature, right? Y'all are so mature in your thoughts, in your thinking, and what you pen down too. I mean, it has a lot of serious content. You know, it is not just anything, right? So what really sometimes, what y'all think about? What worries you? Are there worries in your mind, when you see everyday life the way it is progressing? Do you all something get a little, taken aback by certain situations? Are you all worried? Are you all thinking? What about you, Juman? What kind of world are you looking ahead for it to become, and what worries you actually?
Ma'am, in the present context, we see that there's this trend of using mobile phones mostly. Most kids of our age and even younger than us are indulged in social media and all other activities, which is to an extent good, as it gives us everything in the palm of our hands.
Right.
But at the same time, it is also ruining people's minds, because each social media, if you see, for example, Instagram has a certain algorithm which it pushes, and through which it pushes certain agenda which might not be fit for consumption for youngsters like us, and it needs more mature people to judge it as the way it has to be seen. And most youngsters may take it in a negative way or a negative manner, and may get to the extremes through it.
Right.
It is like leading our world into a dystopian era, which may see the emergence of certain unnecessary problems which will be there, such as the addiction to social media, and suppose believing something which comes out of social media without having a second thought. It also brings our future to something of a confusion, which is not, if not resolved, it may pose us a problem as a greater society.
I truly agree with you, because we don't understand who is pushing what content, but then they're thrusting literally to us, and we don't know what is the agenda behind, right? Somebody is trying to create another world for us, and we unknowingly are falling into the trap because we are so indulgent into those kind of activities and those kind of reading and doing it time and again, that we become a different person, right? So what worries you, Sultana? Is there anything, and what change would you like to bring about?
Yes, technology is being updated nowadays. AI has come up.
Right.
For us, the youngsters, there will be a problem. There will be a crisis of jobs. That is something worrying me.
Okay.
Because if people don't skill up their skills, it will become difficult. As we can see present situations, if we see people who are of middle class family, who has been working in a garage or who has been doing any other work, there will be some technologies which will be updated. There's an app for each and everything, like Swiggy, like Zomato. So nowadays people don't go in the restaurant and eat food. They rather do for the deliveries and all. So yes, that is the thing that is worrying, because if the AI comes up more, it's already in the market. Once it comes up more and every people starts using it, so it's gonna be a very big threat for the people, for the employments. As employment nowadays, government jobs is a very in the least. So everyone has to go for private and develop the skills, and developing skills is a tough thing with the AI.
Yeah, because AI is bringing newer and newer technology before
Yes.
us. So how many skills can we as humans keep on keeping pace with?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, and Mantasha, what is your thoughts on AI taking over? Do you think AI will really be able to take over? Say, for instance, teaching. You all are being taught in the classroom by a teacher. How can AI take over a teacher's role in the classroom? There are certain areas which I think AI will not fit in, because it lacks emotions.
Yeah.
Right?
True. I would like to continue her point. As she said, AI would definitely bring challenges in the society. But we do require AI.
Right.
If we look into the bigger problem is that we have got the degrees, we have got the proper knowledge, education, but we have not got the use of those degrees and knowledge, the skills. We are lacking the skill sector.
Right.
So rather than focusing more on the service sector, more on the management sectors, we have to focus more on this manufacturing sectors, developing skill sectors, because for instance, if we take one example, workers or laborers from India have been transported to Israel,
Yes.
right? But they have been again sent back.
Because
For
they
what? Because they lack skills. And if I talk again, if I come into this writing part, that there is a lack of using books, reading books. Nowadays, we are very much we are sticking into these mobile phones,
Right.
technologies,
Kindle
Kindles and all.
Right.
But the freshness of pages, the
The scent of
The
a
scent of
freshly
a-
printed book.
yes,
Right?
that is lacking.
Yeah.
And writers like us, we are emerging. We are coming into this path as an emerging writer, and there are many more big authors in this line. So I think their efforts, their skills, people, that is the audience, I think that is the fault of the audience, that this writing skill has been decreasing nowadays.
Yeah, because people are using AI even for that, right?
Yes.
With ChatGPT, etc.
Yes.
But though you can clearly make out, when a
Yes.
ChatGPT is being used, because the
I
language
would
is so similar.
I would like to give you one instance. There is one book my mom had written that is on LGBTQ, a gay love story. So my mom gave that to a person to translate it in English. So what the person did was, I could make out clearly, he just took the picture, he just scanned it, and it got translated. He just rectified it a little bit, and then he submitted it to my mom and was asking for money in back. So
That's it.
that is a
these
scam.
are the pitfalls of it. But then, I can carry on this conversation a little longer. I wish I had the time, really. But then, time is the essence, right? And we don't have, but within this limited time, we could do this much. So as we are drawing to a close, quickly, Juman, what is it that you would like to share with us quickly as we are wrapping this program?
I would like to share a message. Books are beautiful. Reading is a beautiful hobby. Writing is yet more beautiful hobby if you can take some time and take some inspiration from your surroundings and write about it and jot down into the paper. So I would like to say that all of these beautiful hobbies must be carried on since AI is slowly replacing the literature. Many people rely on digital copies of the books rather than buying the printed ones, which is also putting a trauma on the market. I think the traditional ways should be carried out for most part whenever it is needed, so that we can have a feeling which probably the writers before us and writers in the present have felt, which has inspired them to move on and move along with their journey.
Right, and young people like you all are the future. I'm sure that you will be holding the flag up, right? Any quick thoughts, or would you want to end it with another of your work?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this poem is about surrender. So it goes by, there's a strength is when we surrender to something greater, briefly collapsing along with our walls, the earthquake cracking the ground as new seeds sprout, an offering of our soul, key and lock at once, like opening a window to greener lands and bluer skies. We regenerate by opening up. Only callous hands can fix tender hearts, and we need pain to learn the value of self-love.
Okay, now tell me, Mantasha, would you like to read something, or would you just like to pass on a message for all of us?
Yes, I would like to read one of my works.
Okay.
First, I would love to say that even if your life is a mess, just try to have a conversation with the papers along with your pen. So I would like to speak on it. Life is a mess, a tangle, a knot, a puzzle unfinished, a battle well fought. Yet somehow in chaos the stars will shine, a whisper of fate, a reason, a sign. Life is a mess, a wild raging sea, tossing and turning, enchanting me free. Plans may shatter, hope may bend, yet I rise, I break, I mend. Life is a mess, a storm, a maze, lost in the fog, caught in the haze. Dreams unravel, plans go astray, yet love still calls, lighting my way. Through shattered hopes and nights so cold, I search for warmth, a hand to hold. In fleeting glances and whispered songs, in places broken where love belongs.
Wow, at the end of the day, I think love is the winner, right?
Yes.
Kindness and love can solve all of the issues that we are currently facing, right? On that note, my dear students, Juman, Sultana and Mantasha, it's been a pleasure to have you three here traveling all the way today and immediately getting to the studio to deliver what you did so beautifully. I congratulate you. May you continue growing in life, in every aspects, in pursuing your hobbies and fulfilling your dreams too. All the very best to each one of you. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, so dear friends and dear viewers, these are the three students from USTM, University of Science, Technology and Management, and you've heard them. They spoke their hearts out once again, and we hope you enjoyed this program listening to them. Until next time, from all of us here, it's wishing you goodbye.